Hey students and family members, Mr. Panza trying to help you out as explorers in our time in history are searching for the Northwest Passage. When we last left you in history, Cortez was conquering the Aztecs down in South America and people were still trying to find a shortcut to Asia. There were many different explorers that tried to find shortcuts, and in your most recent project, you need to research them. At school, we've had work time, and we've had an opportunity to research these individual explorers and fill in the blanks. John Cabot, Giovanni G. Verrazzano, Jacques Cartier, Samuel D. Champlain, all of them need to have the blanks filled in and a small visual, a picture, something of either them or that represents them and what they accomplished. Those are the front four. The back four are Henry Hudson, Sir Francis Drake, King Philip II, and Queen Elizabeth the First. So, for example, when you find out that King Philip was of a Protestant faith, you place the word Protestant right here. Then you have to fill in the rest of the blanks and draw a quick visual of the king right here. Some of the students become overly concerned with the visuals, but first of all, let me tell you, you don't have to be artistic to score perfect on the visual parts. You just have to be able to understand what that explorer was about, some things that made him famous or recognizable. And you can just do sketches like I did here. John Cabot, obviously sailing, he was the one that found Canada, which had very good fishing land. So there's stick figure pictures will certainly do. Now, if you want to be more artistic, you certainly can add color and make it a lot better than these symbols, but just an example of what some of the visuals can and should look like for the explorers that you see here. You can also pause this video, copy some of these images, and put them in the visuals for yourself. Moving on with the project. After the students have done their research on the 8 different explorers and or rulers, they need to pick one of them, and they need to come up with a script in the first person about that person. Writing the explorer's name here, they then type up 4 specific facts about that person, and they can use the previous information in their research to help them create the 4 facts. It may be a 5 to 6 sentence paragraph, but it has to have 4 individual facts about that person. This part is worth 4 points, so make sure you don't miss any of the facts. Also, make sure that you are speaking in the first person. So if you were doing the king, you'd say, I am King Philip, and I was a strong ruler of Spain, speaking in the first person. And then the third and final part of this project will go down here. I told the students to remind themselves by writing that they needed 3 pictures down at the bottom in this section. Once again, these 3 pictures should represent the person that they're studying. In this case, let's say you chose Henry Hudson. I could quickly draw a picture, stick figure or not, of Hudson with a Netherlands flag, the word claim because he was claiming land, the different colonies he named the Hudson River and Bay after himself, and where he ended up in New York City. I have many more than 3 here, but all you need is 3 to fulfill this portion of the project. Let's take a quick glance at the rubric. Here's how you will be scored. The 8 individual research parts have to be complete. If they are, you get 7 or 8 points, 5 to 6, 2 to 4, or 0 to 1. The script, as long as you have your 4 facts, you get 4, 3 facts, 3, 2, and 1 for individual facts, or if some of those facts are incorrect. And then finally, the illustration part. That part is worth 3. As long as you have 3 pictures that are either of the person or represent that person, you will then end up with 3 total points. It all totals, if you get 8, 4, and 3, a 15-point total. Remember, you have complete control over projects. We're also going to take a quiz on this stuff, so make sure that you control this part and get a 15 out of 15 to help you if you are someone that struggles on quizzes like Mr. Panza was in elementary school. Have a good night.